Okay, have you guys heard of the raft experiment? Also,
he like jazz.
Also known as the sex raft experiment. I need to talk about this because I am fucking obsessed with this. Because Wendigoon is a YouTuber and he just dropped a like an hour-long video about it like yesterday, and I can't stop thinking about it. So the raft experiment is the funniest fucking failed experiment I have ever heard of. And okay, here, I need to one moment please. I need to set the scene. I need to set the scene for this one. You should probably just watch the video, but I need to talk to somebody about it because it's been driving me fucking crazy. Okay, so there's this guy. There's this guy who's like a scientist or like a psychologist or whatever, or he's just some dumbass. That doesn't matter. That's not important. And he decides, after learning about this experiment where monkeys were kept in isolation to try to replicate it with humans. So this original experiment had like a mixed gender group of monkeys that were in isolation, and eventually the male monkeys became super violent towards each other and also started furiously copulating, okay? And this guy was like, you know, I think this says something about human nature. So this fucking dude, I don't remember his name. I'm gonna call him Ted. I'm gonna call him Ted. He has some, I would say, incorrect and also stupid assumptions about human nature. And he puts an ad in the paper and he's like, I need people who will agree to come with me on a boat for 100 days. I heard about this. I watched it on Wendigoon. Yeah. That's how I prefaced this. and he didn't tell them what the experiment was about. He was like, it's gonna be to solve world peace, or we're gonna be working towards something that will solve world peace. And so he gets a group of people he gets like 4 men and like 6 women, okay? And he puts them all on a boat together. And one of the things about the people he selected, because he was very particular with his selection, one of the things he did was he only selected women with like kids and shit, okay? Because in his brain he was like, they're gonna want to fight over the most fertile females. He also on the boat he gave the woman all of like the more authoritative jobs or like important jobs, and he gave the men like deck scrubbing and shit, right? And his theory with this was that this would cause like tension for like the men and make them like more likely to snap and just become super fucking violent, okay? All right, so they all set off on this boat for 100 days. Should I spoil the ending of this experiment? Should I spoil the result of this? Cause it's pretty easy to guess. Chat, listen. If you've been outside for 5 minutes, if you have touched grass for 5 minutes, if you have talked to another fucking human being one time before, you will be able to guess how this experiment had ended. They all became best friends and they all fucking hated the scientist. So stupid. The stupidest experiment I've ever heard of.
I've come for...
It makes me so mad. Because this fucking guy... I can't stop thinking about this. This guy sat down with this group of people and was like, they're totally all gonna kill each other by the end of the trip. Blah. And they all just like enjoyed a nice cruise together. No, but it gets like even crazier because at some point, like, okay, so like about halfway through the trip, this scientist, Ted, fake name, got like really agitated because nothing was happening and his experiment wasn't working. So he started purposefully antagonizing them in order to get them to A or B, fight or fuck, and nothing was working. They all just really hated him, and there was at one point where they started, they like decided, like they never followed through with this. I think they were all just really bored, but they started like conspiring to kill him. They were like, we gotta get this guy off the boat. I'm so tired of this shit. Which like you think that would prove the experiment, right? Like, oh, I see. In isolation, humans become more violent, and whatever smooth brain take you can pull away from this. But like, come on, like if you were trapped on a boat for 100 days with this fucking loser, like you would want to throw him overboard too. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm being very mean to this guy, but he's also dead, so he can't listen to me. They didn't kill him. He's just dead. I'm obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with this, and I can't stop thinking about it, and I can't stop talking about it.